So we just finished installing a wax ring at an existing toilet here in Clovis. American Standard. It's a nice toilet. I believe the homeowner said that the handyman installed this, which is typically not a problem. Unfortunately, they started getting a lot of water around the base, so they called us out. We pulled it up, and quite a bit of water down there. And of course, there's some solid debris. You know, when you're flushing, that stuff just kind of sits in there and pools around. Fortunately, it was a plastic closet flange down there. So as opposed to the steel rings, the adjustable steel rings, water sits on those and they corrode, and you got nothing to bolt to. So the closet flange is in good shape, all plastic. We did replace the bolts, brand new brass bolts. The bolts that were in there were corroded. So brand new bolts, and then we changed the mounting kit. This American Standard comes with some plastic nuts that screw down into the holes and tighten down. I don't like the plastic nuts because you can't really fasten it down if you need to shim. It's just plastic over a brass bolt. It doesn't really make sense to me, so we replaced that kit. Just put in the regular plastic washer on the bottom, and then the nuts, and then the caps on top of that. The toilet sits flat on the tile, so there was no rocking whatsoever. And it mounted real solid, so no side to side or backward and forward, up and down movement. It's solid. And then we did go ahead and caulk it back in. There was no caulking when we got here, and it's not required. I mean, honestly, by code at new installation, you're supposed to caulk it in, and then usually during remodel and whatnot, it gets left out. And it's not a big deal as long as the wax ring is sealing. If the wax ring is not sealing, then you know, you have a gap there for sewer gases to sneak through into the home. So anyway, so two new wax rings, a wax ring with the horn on it, a little flange on it, then a single on top. So there's plenty of wax down there. Brand new bolts, brand new caulking. We did replace the supply line as well. Reason being is once we disconnect something, we reuse something old. And by the way, the old supply line looked just like this one. We used the Fluid Master. It's a 3/8 by 7/8 by 20-inch braided supply line. So they had a braided supply line in there, but we just put new ones in. They're $7. So just for little insurance purposes from our point of view. The shutoff valve was already a quarter turn, so that's great. I don't think it was original to the home, but someone eventually or at some point replaced that. So that's great. So the toilet shut down all the way so we could work on it, as opposed to toilets, valves that don't shut down. You shut the whole house down. So anyways, this installation is done. Outside of that, we are good.